Hello, we are live. We are going to be taking questions. What is going on? Checking in. We are going to be taking questions. I was just on Facebook um, answering those questions that were posted on Facebook, and I'm here back. Try to answer your questions here. Say hi in the comments if you're here. Let me see the comment actually. Yes. Say hi in the comment if you're here. Hello. We are going to be answering questions. If you're here, available to talk to us, say hi in the comment, okay? One person, we're waiting. 5 people, okay? Let's get right into it. We are going to be talking to you about marriage-based petition. Oludare Olufeyinti. Marriage-based petition. And we're going to be talking about failure to disclose facts. If you fail to disclose facts on your application, that can be or will be considered misrepresentation, and you don't want that. If you have something to disclose, please disclose it on your application, because if you don't do it, that will be misrepresentation. You don't want to lie under oath. Okay, it's a crime, it's perjury, and it is a crime. Don't be lying on your application. We got this a lot. People failing to disclose facts, important facts. You have to do it. With removal proceeding terminated, can I travel outside of the US with advanced travel parole? If you get approved, yes, Aziz Oliye, your proceedings has been terminated and you have advanced parole. Do you have a green card case pending? Oh, you have entry without inspection. Okay. Well, if you travel with parole, I think your case is gonna your question has a lot of faces to it. Okay, you have been in removal. For what reason? We don't know. Now your case got terminated. How did you get travel parole, advanced parole? Do you have a green card case pending with USCIS? And then did you get an approved petition? Then yes, you can travel with advanced parole. Okay, so we have to know the detail. Aziz, put some detail so we will know what's going on with your case. Raul G. Well, if the officer told you 2 to 8 weeks has passed, you need to call them. You need to keep calling them. You need to keep putting inquiry online, because if you just sit like that, nothing will happen. You have to keep pushing them, Raul. You need to submit online inquiry. You need to call them and say, 6 to 8 weeks has passed. I don't have any response. What should I do? And in other words, you have to file for expedited request as well. You call the office. Schmidt Petit Bondier. Hello, Bichulant. Schmidt, what happened to you? I don't see you on my live sessions. I don't see you on my private Facebook. I don't see you anywhere, Schmidt. You need to join the private Facebook. I don't see you anywhere. I don't see you on my live sessions. I don't see you on my private Facebook. What's happening to you? Do you think the travel document is safe? It depends. First of all, Schmidt, it depends on what case is pending with USCIS. Okay, let's say, for example, you are not in removal. First of all, you have to make sure you're not in removal, right? If you're not in removal, then you move to the second. Oh, the Facebook link. Let me get the Facebook link for you, okay? Schmidt, you're so funny. Let me get the Facebook link for you, okay? so that you can join. It's going slow. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, so that's the Facebook link right there. Schmidt, you got it? It's right there on the yeah. So if you have a case pending with USCIS, let's say it's a green card, right? And then you apply for a travel document and you want to travel, they give you advance parole. You have to go exactly where you say you were going to go. That's number one. Number two, you have to make sure that you're monitoring your case online, because in case something happened to your case, like a decision has been made negatively, and then you're outside of the country, you might stay there. You might not come back. So you have to make sure that you really know what you're doing. What number can you call USCIS? The same number on your receipt. USCIS has a number on the receipt. That's the number you have to call. Oh, I don't see why. I'm trying to put some light here. Okay. Yeah. So you need to call the number on your receipt. Bolante Talabi. There is a number on your receipt. Do you have a receipt notice? Or you just Google USCIS. There's a number, customer service. You call them. Let me find it. Okay, that's the number for USCIS. I just put it in the comment. Yeah, just call USCIS. That's the number you need to call. So we were talking about failure to disclose. You have to disclose everything on your application. You cannot afford not to disclose something, because if you get caught in the process, it's going to be misrepresentation, and sometimes you cannot get away with it, because it might lead to a denial. It might lead for you to ask for a waiver, and waivers are discretionary. You don't know if it's going to get granted or not, so you have to disclose facts. Talabi, listen, this is how you call USCIS, okay? Listen very carefully. I'm going to tell you how you call USCIS. When you're trying to call USCIS, you call the number, and they will be asking you a lot of questions because it's automated voicemail. Just say something like info pass, or something like, I'd like to schedule an interview. And then it's going to say what type of interview. You just say, for example, biometric interview. And then it's going to lead you to a live person. Then you can talk to actually somebody. Okay, that's how you schedule. Did you get it? Bolani Talabi. Say in the comments yes if you get my explanation how to get to somebody at the USCIS office. Yeah, Schmidt. Yes. So Schmidt, to be honest with you, you have to weigh your options very carefully. That's what I'm saying. First of all, if you are in removal proceedings or you have an order of removal, just don't go. That's number one. If you're not in removal proceedings, you don't have order of removal, then you weigh your options. If your green card is pending, depending on how long it has been pending, right? So if the decision is not coming in the next 2 months, then you can go, because you know that you might come back. But if you have, let's say, for example, asylum pending, and then you end up going to the country where you said that you were fearing persecution, my friend, when you come back, they might know that you went to your country and you have asylum pending. You might not come back, because it's like you lie on the application. You see how it works? You have to weigh your options, Smith. Yeah, if you need a consultation, contact me for consultation. Because you just can't just leave and go if you don't wait all your options. Bismarck Tani. What is it? Oh, Bismarck Tani. If you don't have a further date, it probably means they're trying to change the date, or it means they're trying to dismiss your case. But in any case, if they change the date, you will be notified. One way you can do Bismarck, you need to call the immigration court and find out what's going on with your case. Usually they'll tell you what's going on. Is it Bismarck? Is it the case in Baltimore? Baltimore or Maryland? Because there's one judge who died, passed away. So all those cases is being pushed to a different judge. If it's in Baltimore, did you get who was your judge? Oh, you're welcome, Talabi. Any updates on holding registry? My friend Kai, Kayes. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even trust that they'll do anything. To be honest, that's why you see I don't talk about it, because you remember last year. I don't know if you've been following me for the since 2020 when Biden came into power. So we were like posting a lot on those reforms, and up to now, nothing's happening. So I'm just like a little bit like hesitant to even talk about it. Um, just give it at least until November to see, test the water and see what's going to happen. But to be honest with you, I don't think anything is happening. So that's why you see me. I'm not even talking about it. So okay, so Smith, if you have TPS and you don't have any removal pending, um, you don't have any order of deportation you've never been in removal or anything like that, then I can really tell you that it's safe to travel with TPS and travel documents. But if you have removal, my friend, don't even try it. So contact me and do your Schmidt, you need to actually do your consultation. You need to stop being cheap and do your consultation. Let me send you the link for consultation, okay? You need to schedule a consultation because you can't just leave and go. Hold on, give you the link for consultation, okay? So let me just give you the link. Hold on a second. Hold on there. Okay, so let me get the consultation link, okay? Let me see, Calendly. Hold on just a second. So this is the link for consultation. Bismarck Tani. Bismarck Tani. This is the link I just sent in the comment. The link for consultation, and Smith, I sent the link for consultation in the comment. Just bookmark it so you can schedule your own consultation online, okay? Thanks, you're welcome. So you got it, you're welcome. So let's go back to the subject. Again, we're talking about failure to disclose facts on the application. Regardless, if you're applying for green card, you're applying for a work permit, you're applying for any type of immigration benefit. If you fail to disclose facts, especially if those facts are so material to your application that basically the facts can influence the decision of the immigration officer or the consulate, and you fail to disclose those facts, just know that later on, if they find out that you failed to disclose those facts, this is going to be misrepresentation, lying under oath, providing false statement, and that is not going to give you anything. So just disclose the facts the way they are. Because I'm dealing with cases where one of my clients failed to disclose facts, and now we have to fight. It becomes a matter of fighting and hoping that it's gonna work. Because yeah, lying under oath, it's a big no, no, no. Don't do it. So yeah, Smith, just go and schedule the consultation in the link, and then once you schedule it, then we can talk. You don't even need to call. You just schedule the consultation. Schedule your consultation, and then I'll send you a link. We can talk. Okay, who's asking? Aludare. Any information on backlog on asylum interview? My friend, no, nothing really, to be honest, nothing going on. If you try expedited request, Aludare. Try expedited request. Sometimes it works. You never know. You just call the number. Try to expedite requests. I've talked about it on my channel a lot. You can watch those videos and get some tips. Try expedited requests and see if it's gonna work. Sometimes it works, not all the time, but it's free to try, you know. Mark Campbell, if you're working and paying taxes over 25 and going by the law. What is the question, Mark Campbell? Everybody's paying taxes. I pay my taxes too. So what is the question? I don't understand your question. Can you elaborate more on your question? Yeah, can you elaborate more on your question? Mark Campbell. And we were talking about failure to disclose facts, and then we go back to the subject of marriage petitions. Marriage has to be in good faith, right? You have to prove it with a lot of documentations, especially people who do not have children together. You prove it with commingling of assets. That's the biggest one. Bank statement, it has to show transactions, not just like a saving account. It has to be like a checking account, making all those transactions together in order to prove that this marriage is in fact entering good faith. Ade Oyin, you're doing a good job. Keep it up. Thank you, Ade Oyin. What you have a question? Post your question too. We can answer it today since we're in the mood of answering questions. So post your question. We can actually answer it today. What is the specification of the sponsor who can make sponsoring EB3? Hold on. Let's find it. Sometimes I don't have all those things. EB3 in my head. Let's find it. EB3. Yeah, let's go to let me share the screen so we can talk about EB3, right? Let me share my screen with you so we can answer the question to the best of our ability, okay? EB3. EB3 So EB3, let me put it a little bit bigger. EB3 is a third preference category, employment based, right? Who's eligible? Skilled workers, okay? Professional and other workers, okay? If you're skilled workers, the job has to require at least 2 years of training or experience. If you're professional, the job requires at least a U.S. bachelor or an equivalent of a U.S. bachelor. Other category, unskilled worker, maybe less than 2 years of training, okay? So those are skilled workers, and then it goes deeper in the thing. But what the sponsor really, what they have to do is have a labor certification approved. So in order to get, let me stop sharing the screen and just go back. In order to get a labor certification approved, your sponsor has to show that they have the ability to pay prevailing wages, which means they have to pay according to basically based on the way similarly situated people in the area or in the field are getting paid. And they have to prove that there are not a lot of US workers, right? Shortage of workers. That's why they want to hire somebody else, okay? A foreign person. So the sponsor has to prove all that. The ability to pay, that they have a job, they have a real offer job, and they tried to recruit other people, but they couldn't find a qualifying person in the US, or the person who already has US document. So that's why they had to hire a foreign. And all that has to be proven in a labor certification. Once that labor certification is approved, then they can file that I-140 for you, and hopefully you get approved as well. It's a complex. I've talked about it a lot on my channel. You can refer to work visa. ODOE, when your I-360 is approved, what's next? Well, it depends, right? If you have I-130 and you didn't file for green card, now you can file for green card. If you have I-130, depending, I-130 is based on what? Is it based on VAWA? If it's VAWA, visa is immediately available, then you can file for a green card after it's approved, if you already haven't done so. So that's what next. They're not going to give it to you automatically. You have to have an application there for green card. But they do give a work permit automatically after I-136 360 is approved. Can your asylum case be dismissed even if you are on removal proceedings? It depends. Remember when we were talking about prosecutorial discretions, we were talking about OPLA really trying to dismiss cases on their own, because prosecutorial discretion was there, and trying to just like dismiss it so people can go back to USCIS and apply. But you still have the right to oppose the dismissal if you don't have any other way. Let's say, for example, USCIS has already decided, and now it's the judge to decide. So basically, you cannot go back to USCIS. So you have to oppose the dismissal if it has been offered to you. So Bismarck Tanya, the answer is it depends. It depends on what the government wants to do with your case. But if you are in, I believe if you are in Maryland, then where's your case? Maryland? If you're in Maryland, maybe it's because there's one judge who passed away. So that's why they are like, there's no future dates for those cases because the judge passed away. Yep. And they're trying to move the cases to another judge. So strong advice to call the to call the immigration court and find out what's going on with your case. That's it. That's what you can do. You are in Arizona? Yeah, just call their immigration court and find out what's going on. Sometimes it's just like they're trying to move you to it. They don't have a date, or they're rescheduling. So they're trying to move you to a different date or different judge. So you just have to call them and find out what's going on with your case. Okay, just call them. I guess that's it. Wow, we got 25 minutes talking to you. It's already always nice. Um, my consultation link is in the comments. If somebody needs a consultation, just go online, schedule it. We'll talk next time, okay? So if we have news, we'll come again. If we don't, we're still gonna take questions. That's it. Until next time, bye-bye.